So let's get into maybe the lowest point of the nadir of Sir Arnold's career. We're going to determine what the worst Arnold Schwarzenegger movie is of all time.
Devin, off mic, was alluding to a movie that I don't know what you were alluding to, Mike.
He seees to think if it's not a consensus,
it has to be
it's a travesty.
Okay.
Yes. And I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a consensus.
Yeah, because honestly, The Last Action Hero was a fucking terrible movie. That was on his list.
But this movie is worse.
Okay.
Okay.
Enlighten us.
Jingle All the Way. How is Jingle All the Way not your worst Arnold movie?
Because it's
Hercules in New York?
Hercules is pretty fucking bad.
Better than Jingle All the Way.
I don't know. Last Action Hero.
How is Jingle... Last Action Hero is not worse than Jingle All the Way.
I mean, it's in your top 10, so of course you're going to say that. But
Jingle All the
Last Action Hero is
Jake
fucking terrible.
fucking Lloyd is in this movie. Any movie that Jake Lloyd has touched is hot trash, including Star Wars: The Phantom Menace.
I'll give
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way.
Tom Arnold could not save that movie.
I'll give you Jingle All the Way, Devo. But as long as Last Action,
Robin.
But he wasn't.
He was in Batman and Robin.
He was.
He was Mr. Freeze, but I don't.
Wait.
Yeah.
I was thinking Batman Forever. Sorry.
That's a bad movie.
Better than Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, Jingle All the Way was pretty bad. So is Last Action. I think.
And Batman and Robin isn't bad because of Arnold.
Yeah. Actually, Mr. Freeze is probably like the only saving grace.
Actually cool.
Yeah.
Actually, yes. Well, Poison Ivy was kind of.
We're not talking about his worst performance. We're talking about the worst movie he's been in,
which is Jingle All the Way.
It's either Jingle All the Way or Last Action Hero.
He's not going to.
Yeah. So I'll
Last
you know
Action
what?
Hero is like really bad.
Yeah.
Like it's not even worth watching.
Because you expected Jingle All the Way to be bad. I'm like, watch Last Action Hero. That was a bad choice to watch.
Jingle All the Way is a Christmas movie. What do you expect out of it? You expect it to be good? How often are Christmas movies really good?
I never said I expected it to be good. It's hot trash, which is why it's the worst movie he's ever done.
Yeah, but Last Action Hero was like expected to be good in some way.
But it's not the worst movie he's ever done. It's not the greatest.
God, so bad.
That is really bad.
All right, you know what?
Not worse than Jingle All the Way. I'll tell you that.
No,
right
hold
now.
on. I'm gonna vote for Last Action Hero as the worst he's ever made. Jingle All the Way is like right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Last Action Hero, and obviously I know what you say. So
Yeah.
Guch, it's up to you. You decide.
I gotta say Last Action because it's so.
You disappoint me.
Hey, fuck you. That shit's garbage, fool.
You guys are dumb.
That shit's garbage.
You know what? You're gonna go home and you're gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna watch Last Action Hero. You're like, it's not that bad.
No, I watched it recently. That's what I'm
It's not
saying.
that
It's fucking terrible.
You guys are dumb.
It's fucking terrible. You know,
guys are stupid.
it was like on Stars or something, right? And I was like, I'm like, you know, I haven't seen Last Action Hero for a while. I put it on, I'm like, oh God. Fuck it, I'm turning this shit off, dude. Fuck this shit. It was garbage.
Not that bad.
Terrible.
I mean, don't get me wrong. At least it gets playtime. I've yet to see Jingle All the Way on any network.
But what do I know? I'm just a fucking stupid idiot.
Yeah,
You're just a deviant.
yeah.
Okay,
A stupid fucking deviant.
What do you guys think is Arnold's best line of dialogue ever?
I don't know if I could say best, but my favorite comes from one of your favorite movies, Kindergarten Cop, where he's like, who is your daddy and what does he do? And the only reason why I love that is because there was an Arnold soundboard going around.
Oh, God.
And a lot of, like, you can look it up on YouTube.
Yeah,
and there are people
like
that will use these soundboards that use, like, you know, for prank calls and stuff like that.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
They just spam the shit out of that. And, like, for whatever reason, it's just been ingrained in my head. And it's my most favorite Arnold line. Like, even I'll walk around at work to grown-ass men, I'm like, who is your daddy?
So that's your number one.
That's my favorite Arnold line ever.
Gooch.
It's probably gonna surprise you, and I already said it. It was I'll see you at the body, Richter. Because I still say that like to my brother,
Yeah.
or like my other friends. I'll see you at the party, Tony.
Yeah.
And it's just I love that the way he does it too. I don't know if you guys ever watched Royale. I know you guys, but like the art.
Obviously, I've seen it.
But like this guy gets like his arms cut off, and they were supposed to go
nuggetized.
and then the guy's like falling off this fucking elevator. Arnold picks up his arms, throws his arms into the precipice, and he goes, "See you at the body, Richter."
Like
he's so deadpan, so great.
Imagine you've got no arms.
Yeah.
You're falling to like your infinite doom.
Yeah.
And the last thing you hear is a man fucking just talking shit to you, saying, "I'll see you at a party." Like, how fucked up is that?
I fucking
dude?
love that line. I always have. And don't get me wrong, it's tough for me to pick it because I love like a bunch of Arnold lines from Conan the Barbarian, and I can probably recite them. But that line alone I fucking love it. Clinton.
I mean, okay, there's like two that are like basically at the top.
Well, you say
and
the
I'm
two.
just gonna say I have to choose the one that I'm gonna choose is I'm only gonna choose it because it's like in a film that like he was acting in. Whereas the other one is
he's
like,
being a thespian.
yeah, where the other
Jingle
one
all
he
the
was
way.
just like being interviewed. It was the greatest line he's ever said in his life was the fucking like when I go to the
the
when I go
coming
on
line,
stage,
yeah.
it's like you talking about the pump.
Yeah, he's talking about the pump.
When
It feels like
when
I'm
I feel the
coming.
pump, it's like my muscles are burning, like they're gonna explode,
Yeah.
like I'm coming.
Yeah.
He's
I
like,
go
so
home. I have the feeling of coming. I come to the gym. I have the feeling
it's
of coming.
I'm
It's
just
great.
coming all the time, every day.
Who wouldn't love the feeling of coming all the time?
And he just says it so matter of fact.
Yeah,
like this is the way I live my
really,
life.
It's really funny.
Because he's considered like a legendary womanizer.
Yeah.
But I think the best one, my favorite one, the one that I always think of is like the line in Conan where the guy is like, what's his best in life? And he says like a falcon at your breast. The free step or some shit like that, right?
Wrong.
And he's like, wrong. What is best in life?
Conan, what's best in life?
And I even have a shirt that says this shit.
Yeah, you gave me one too.
Yeah, and it's just to crush our enemies, to see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of the women.
That is good. That is good.
That was good. And the funny thing is like if you really break down what he said, it's like completely brutal. It's like literally
it's conquer stuff.
It's literally just crushing your enemies, see them crushed before you, and hear the women crying after you fucking done.
Dude, on the website, I recently put up our old Life Bar review of Age of Conan.
Yeah.
And the opening to that is that line from the Conan movie.
and you know the funny thing about it is like if you watch the movie and it's crazy because you watch the film. I've watched the film hundreds of times, honestly, but I mean it's exactly what happened to his family is what he loves. And
Really?
Yeah, it really is. That really is.
Huh, I never put that together.
Yeah, it's what happened to his family, you know, and ultimately Thulsa Doom really did make him what he is, you know, and it's a great. I mean, we've discussed number one on the list. Exactly. I mean, I've watched Conan so often, and
I'm gonna go home tonight. I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna be like, you know what? As a kind of sober adult, I'm gonna enjoy Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah, it's a great film.
What are you guys' other honorable mentions and shit? Like I remember the one that Devo always likes to say, just lines. Just chill out, dickwad, and you know, just all these other ones from all these other fucking movies.
I forgot about chill out, dickwad.
You know, there's just a bunch. I mean, he's the fucking king of it. You know what I mean?
He has so many, dude.
I mean, other guys have their own too.
Dude,
he has his.
there was so often where you and I would just go around, like we'd just be like, "Are you Sarah Connor?
Are you Sarah
Like
Connor?
it's not even funny. It has like it only has anything to do with that movie, and like, but like just the fact that like Arnold, the Terminator, was going around town and be like they would, somebody would open the door. Like the first thing is like, "Are you Sarah Connor?" And like for whatever reason, we thought that was the funniest shit. We just walk around town. And be, "Are you Sarah Connor?" We'd be at the pool. "Are you Sarah Connor?" Hit each other nuts. "Are you Sarah Connor? Are you Sarah Connor?"
I mean, it really is. There's just so fucking many that he has.
I mean,
in all the movies he's ever done.
Like we were mentioning the Batman movie. Like when he's Mr. Freeze, I mean he's a terrible Mr. Freeze, but he's a good Arnold Mr. Freeze, right? So he's like, "Eyes to see you." You know? It's such a great line.
Yeah, and like honestly,
The way he said it, it's so funny.
his.
I mean, he even just Kindergarten Cop. He has a bunch.
Yeah,
right?
Kindergarten Cop is
not
not a
Duma.
Duma, you know what I mean?
But like going back to the Mr. Freeze thing, like he's the good Freeze. It's just that like Joel Schumacher made him a stereotypical action star, one-liner Mr. Freeze. You know, like you know. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
No,
but
I mean, like I said, it's a terrible movie. I think honestly, one of the saving graces is Arnold.
Yeah.
And Poison Ivy, which is
Uma
Thurman. Yeah. But I mean, that movie's a bad movie. But it's not bad because of Arnold by far.
They put a plug.
No.
They put a plug.
And again, Jesse the Body Ventura's in that movie.
That's right.
Okay. So, what we are going to do now is we are going to do a little tournament of characters, a little battle royale with cheese here.
I'm gonna get a refill.
And yes, Devo, you do the refill. I'll explain.
While he explains his bullshit,
So what
give
we're
me
going
one
to do
too.
is I've picked 16 of Arnold's best characters.
All right.
Not movies, the characters themselves.
All right.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to pick the names out of a hat, and we're going to decide tournament format, who would beat who.
So what if we get the guy from Last Action here? I'm like, we fucking hate both these. Like, we're just burning
So
shit.
what I want to say right now is
No, the guy from
He's in
Plastic
it.
Girl and the guy from Jingle All the Way.
he's in it. But not, so I want to say there's a couple characters that aren't in it, and I just want to give them honorable mention right now.
All right, who?
So number 1 is Hauser, because really he is,
Well, Douglas
is
Quaid is Hauser.
but not really.
Well, it's the same fucking guy.
It's the same, physically the same person, but the character is completely different.
Well, the character's the same guy, but he
And
has
that matters a lot when you're in a fight.
He has all of Hauser's fucking skills. It's like
Yeah, but he doesn't have the mindset.
No,
And
he doesn't have the mindset, but-
We will discuss. This is a big
but
problem.
is Douglas Quaid on there?
Yeah, Douglas Quaid's on there. I'm
okay,
just
never
saying
mind.
Hauser's not on
That's
there.
fine.
Okay.
Dude, what if you got
He's
Douglas Quaid versus
fucking
Hauser?
Dumbass. He's like he's fighting himself.
Exactly. Palador's not on there.
Okay, that's fine. He's Conan.
He's basically calling
He's
it Julius Benedict, which is the guy is not on there.
Wait, who's that from?
Jingle All the
Twins.
Way.
Oh,
No, Julius Benedict.
Oh, yeah, it's from Twins.
That's
The Twins.
from
I'm sorry.
Twins,
That's from
fool.
Captain Ivan Danko
That's what Red Heat.
from Red Heat.
Yeah.
It's just a
Danko?
lesser-known Arnold
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
got the dankest memes.
Well, but
yo.
he was just like a Russian cop or something.
And then
whatever
Mark
it was.
Kaminsky from Raw Deal, which is a lesser-known Arnold film.
Yeah, and
He's
well,
not
it's
in there.
bad. Actually, I like Raw Deal.
Adam Gibson, which is from the Sixth Day. The
Oh
the
yeah,
clone and all
where he's
this.
like some normal dude that gets cloned.
Yeah.
that just happens to like beat up everyone.
Howard Langston is not in it. He's the Jingle All the Way guy. And actually, the other one is Arnold as himself. He plays himself in quite a few movies.
He
actually.
does. He does.
So
oh,
I
like
didn't
in
put Arnold.
Dave. And
Dude, you know what I was gonna
stuff
say? Like, he had an amazing role in Around the World in 80 Days. I don't know if you ever watched around that movie with Jackie Chan. He's like this eccentric Persian.
Prince Hoppy.
Yeah, dude, so fucking funny, dude.
I mean,
Like,
he's in the Rundown with The Rock.
he is.
He's
He
in
is.
the bar and shit
Yeah.
like that. So he had some moments where he's
But at least in Around the World, it's actually
like not him. He's
It's
like
not
some
him. It's
character.
like some dude, but he actually had like a decent sized role in it. I don't know. This is a great movie, by the way. If you ever watched it.
This is what we're gonna do.
Meh.
We're gonna start picking, and then we
Excuse me.
will.
Excuse
Let's
me.
do this. I'm stoked. Let's go, baby.
All right, I
Richard's
guess.
gonna pick one, and Devo's gonna
We're
pick one. They're
just
gonna
gonna go-
argue for their characters, and
What are you doing?
I'm gonna decide who
He's
wins.
gonna be the ref. Right.
okay.
And then that
So one by one?
that person's
One by
gonna go
one.
on the next round.
All right. I'm not gonna see it until we'll see it once Devo picks it here.
Did I only get one?
Yep. One
All right. So
All right.
So here
Did
we
you go first?
Oh, starting off strong with Conan.
Conan, you got Conan?
Oh shit!
Who do you got, Devo?
So wait, he's taking notes.
Oh, he's taking notes.
Conan?
Fucking notes and notes and notes.
Okay, I got Gordy Brewer.
Where's that from?
Gordy Brewer is from. He is. Where the fuck is he on the list here?
There's so much for Conan.
He's Collateral Damage.
Oh, Conan's gonna beat the shit out of this guy.
Conan.
First of all, Conan doesn't have guns.
No, true.
Don't matter.
But
It
this
don't
guy,
matter.
but this guy was like, if you watch Collateral Damage, he was like a fire inspector or something, right?
Yeah.
Or like an explosives expert. So he did know how to get guns, and eventually, I think when he went to Colombia or whatever terrorist
I think
country,
it was the Middle East.
No, this one was
Colombia?
South. This one was South America. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was.
It wasn't Middle East.
It wasn't
I
Middle East. It
remember
was a
that for
South
sure,
American
yeah.
country. So once he gets there, he gets guns. But honestly, it's Conan versus some normal dude. Conan's gonna fuck this boy up.
I'm giving it to Conan.
Yeah, Conan got lucky because I mean, it would have been if it would have been Dutch. I mean, I love Conan, but Dutch would have won.
Now, if Gordy Brewer would have brewed some beer and a delicious beer, he would have gotten the win. But
Well, there you go.
So
And he-
Conan.
this guy.
Conan wins a.
Fuck that bitch.
All right, here we
All
go. Beats the normal dude from
Beats the normal,
Collateral
Collateral
Damage.
the normal
the
bomb
fire
bastard.
inspector.
The fire inspector from Collateral Damage.
Did I only get one? Oh shit!
Yeah, you get one.
You got none, fool.
Dropped it.
Fool's trying to take two.
Was dropping it, fool.
Wait,
All
wait,
right,
All right.
all right, here we go.
Wait, I think I got two here.
Oh.
I got two here.
All right, here we go. I got Detective John Kimball.
Yeah.
All right, who do you got?
Naratuma. I got Ben Richards.
Wow, this is a good one, actually. because Detective Ben Richards actually is a
He's
cop.
not detective.
John
Kimball's
Detective, but they're both cops.
They are.
They're both
Ben
cops.
Richards a cop?
Yeah.
Ben Richards a cop. He was a cop that was framed for shooting supposedly shooting something.
He wasn't a cop because he was the.
Well, he was like the riot control guy for them.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
yeah.
They were in the helicopter.
Yeah.
And there was a riot control, and like they were going to fire, fire their missiles on this crowd. But Ben Richards was like, "They're innocent people. We can't do it."
Yeah.
And
Can't do it.
They're like, "Richards, God damn it, shoot!" He's like, "No!"
Yeah.
And he's like
Punching people in the
and then
helicopter.
finally, he gets taken over, and they blow up the entire
Honestly,
crowd.
I think this
But they turn it to where it looks like Ben Richards.
this character could be
everybody.
exactly the same character, to be honest with you, because it's like they're
John
cops.
Kimball?
Yeah, they're cops. They're both good with weapons.
So then let's look at what
One of them's soft, though.
But let's look at what.
Heart of gold.
All right, let's do this. Let's look at what Kimball did in his movie, and let's look at what Richards did in his movie.
Richards killed a bunch of fucking psycho mercenaries.
Richards either A, murdered a bunch of innocents, or B, murdered a bunch of psychos, and Kimball fucking changed diapers.
He was in kindergarten.
Yeah.
You know what? Kids are worse
he
than
grabbed that kid.
You know, Debo as a dad,
You know what
kids
Kimball
are
did?
worse.
He scared that kid that was eating people's lunches.
I give it to Richard. I mean, I give it to Ben Richards because that
All
fool
right.
killing Dynamo. Well, he didn't kill Dynamo, but he beat Dynamo. But killing
What about the
Who
chick
beat
with
Dynamo?
the mohawk? The chick with the white mohawk?
No,
what?
you're thinking of Dynamo.
Dynamo.
There's no chick with a white mohawk.
Well, Dynamo. No.
He was
What
a
was
dude.
the
A fat guy.
Conchita Alonso killed
Dynamo?
Dynamo with shooting him. And remember,
Oh,
he was
that's right.
he was gonna rape her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he killed Buzzsaw. He killed
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero.
What about all the drug dealers?
Who's
that
John
Kimball
Brown?
killed in the fucking.
But there were a bunch of
drug
fucking,
den?
there were a bunch of fucking druggies in a fucking drug hole, man. They were like,
drug hole.
they didn't
druggies in a drug
they
hole.
didn't even know what the fuck was going on. And then in that movie, that fool got shot by the dude's mom.
He did.
He got shot he got lucky that his partner fucking hit her with the baseball bat. Otherwise, he would have
What
been.
was that woman's name?
I
His
remember she
partner.
was. I remember. Oh, not the partner. She was. But the mom was.
Oh, you mean
hot.
the mom?
Well, her mom was like Penelope.
And
Oh,
Miller.
her. But I thought
Was
you
it
were talking
Penelope
about
Ann Miller?
the
Penelope
grandmother.
Ann Miller, yeah.
Yeah.
But about the grandmother. That was the one that fucking shot him.
Oh, I don't know the grandmother. I don't know who the fuck that was. No, I don't know who that woman
What
was.
was the guy's name?
I don't know. He looked like a wrestler. He was
Yeah.
weird.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, honestly, he looked like
He had long hair.
he looked like
Long
Mr.
hair, like
Perfect.
bright blue eyes.
Yeah,
Like he
He's
did
he's
look-
brunette, Mr. Perfect.
yeah, he looked
Yeah,
like
he
Mr.
was.
Perfect.
He was
So,
fucking
all right,
redneck and
so who
shit.
we can do? This is the guy from Running Man,
Ben Richards.
Yeah,
I got him right here.
yeah. So this is a loss. So
So
we're
we're
1-1.
Okay.
Fuck, Conan versus Ben Richards. That's the next round.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right, here we go. Fucking Ben Richards.
Oh shit, I got two again.
God damn it, Debo!
Well,
You
yeah,
fucking drunk.
You pull one. All right. Shit, no. I had three apparently.
Jesus. All right, who we got here?
The fuck?
Harry Tasker, baby. Oh, Harry Tasker.
From True Lies?
Yeah.
I got Victor Mannheim.
Oh, he's from Escape Plan. So he's like
Well.
an escape.
Do you think
I've never seen that
do,
movie.
Do you,
so.
do you think that Harry Tasker would be? Because you
Harry
want.
Tasker fucked. I mean, this guy was a badass, but he's more like a escape artist.
Yeah.
But Harry Tasker's like a fucking spy.
Harry Tasker's a badass motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, it's True Lies against a movie that you guys never fucking saw. So
But that's what we're asking you. Would he beat?
No,
everybody?
he wouldn't.
Well,
but
there you go.
He was still a badass though.
Well, I'm not saying, but would he beat Harry Tasker?
No, I mean,
Harry
come on.
Tasker would be.
Did Victor Mannheim fucking marry Jamie Lee Curtis?
No.
And have fine ass
He didn't
Elijah
make Bill
Dushku.
Paxton piss in his fucking pants either.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, here. So Harry Tasker beats out. Oh, sorry, I saw that one. Harry Tasker beats out some dude from
Harry
fucking
Manback?
Yeah,
This fucking guy.
some fucking dude.
All right, I got one for sure. All
right, here we go. Here we go.
Who do you got? Who do you got, Gooch?
Jericho Kane. Where's
That's
that
from
from?
End of Days.
Oh, okay. So he's fighting demons.
Break the walls down.
And that's significant. The fact that he killed Satan.
Yeah.
I got Sheriff Ray Owens.
Oh, that's from that movie, right?
Last Stand.
Yeah. Ooh. I think Jericho Kane might have got this guy.
I think so. I mean, he killed Satan.
Yeah, he killed Satan. Jericho. I mean, he's a badass, mind you, but he's just some dude.
but anybody that can
gun.
kill Satan.
I mean, if you kill Satan, it's your.
I mean, it's
Our good Lord
He's
Satan.
up there. He's up there with killing Predator too. Because I think
you kill Satan.
I mean,
that's pretty serious.
Dutch. I think Dutch will beat this guy.
Oh, Jericho Kane?
Yeah.
I mean, well, it's Dutch.
And if you guys don't know who these characters are, then fuck you. At least the top tier characters. I mean, I didn't know.
God, I wish I need to save that as a fucking quote. All right, I got one.
All right, here we go.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes.
All right, Devo. Looks like Devo's confident in this one.
Finally.
Colonel John Matrix. Who do you got?
Wait, who's Colonel John Matrix?
From Commando, baby.
Oh, yeah? You know who you can't beat? Dutch.
Oh, I don't think he can
Hey,
beat
this is a
that.
good matchup though.
Because he's pretty much the same character.
Colonel is fucking
Yeah.
pretty badass.
And you know the funny thing about it was that Predator was initially supposed to be a sequel to Commando.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I don't know. it sounds believable.
You
right?
lying motherfucker.
You fucking bastard. I mean, we know we're gonna pick Dutch, but like, it's close.
It's close.
Like Matrix is no joke.
I mean, the thing is, could John Matrix possibly beat Predator?
He probably could.
He probably could, but he's not Dutch.
But he
Dutch
didn't do it.
did
I
do
will
it.
say this: Matrix would probably have a better chance than anybody else in fucking Dutch's command.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, I give this one to Dutch, hands down. This motherfucker beat the Predator.
Yeah.
And fucking.
But you just
He beat the Predator with no fucking weapons.
But
I know.
we
He, like,
just
punched him and
asked
shit.
if Matrix could beat the Predator, and I'm saying Matrix
if-
outside of Dutch, of everybody else in Dutch's command, would probably be able to beat the
Like
Predator.
that was in the movie.
That
Like
was
Billy and Matt.
Oh yeah,
If Matrix was
if Matrix was
there-
part of it, yeah, he would. Yeah, definitely. It would
Oh,
be
for sure.
It'd be two Arnolds. They'd fucking literally rip him. He'd literally rip him.
tear him in half.
They would rip Predator a new one.
It would,
Go take his ass.
Yeah.
with two Arnolds, it wouldn't get to the mud part. They would just fucking gang fuck him.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm giving this. This is a good matchup, by the way.
It was,
That was a really
yeah.
good
It was a
one,
matchup,
right?
yeah, that was a
Probably
good
the
matchup.
best.
Yeah.
Probably the best.
So far the best matchup.
There's one character that hasn't been
I
chosen.
want to see Conan versus Terminator.
You know that's probably gonna happen since they're on the other side of the bracket now.
Ho ho! All right, who do you got, Diva?
I got U.S. Marshal John Kruger.
Kruger.
That's
That's Eraser.
Quaid.
oh shit, dude.
Turn on the reactor.
You know-
Douglas Quaid,
You
baby,
know,
who's a super motherfucking spy.
I gotta give
Yeah,
it
but,
to
but was he though?
He was
He was.
Hauser. He's Hauser. He's an interplanetary super spy. The only one that can match up with this guy is the guy from True Lies.
He was a cocky son of a bitch too.
Yeah,
He was.
yeah. He fucked those alien bitches, lost his memory, and fucked him again as someone else. How badass is that? And then you know what? They sent like fucking six spies against them when they were in the subway, and that fool didn't have no weapons. They all had guns.
He killed them all.
He killed them all.
They're all dead.
They're all motherfucking
They're all
dead.
dead, dude. And what did Kruger do? Didn't he have like a badass sniper rifle or something?
I mean, don't get me wrong.
He was like
I mean-
a fucking like a.
He was dodging
Like
the
an
rail
espionage
gun, mind you.
Oh, he did have a real.
He
gun.
fucking no, he didn't have the
But
rail gun.
he
was
did like
dodging
the,
the
he
rail
did
gun.
like the Neo thing, right? Just-
Yeah. So I mean, I give him that, but I'm not
know
saying
what?
that. I'm not saying that Douglas Quaid.
I'm going with Douglas Quaid.
Yeah, I gotta give it to Douglas
I'm going
Quaid.
with Douglas Quaid.
Quaid, turn on the reactor.
Dodge the rail gun.
We have two more, right?
I don't know.
I think we do.
All right.
Oh no, we have three more.
Oh shit!
We have three more.
Now we got two more.
Okay.
All right, Devo, who do you got?
I got Trench Mauser.
That's from Expendables.
Oh God!
Mouser, I think is his name. Mouser.
Who do you have?
I'll be back.
Fucking God. No questions.
We're gonna have to throw these back in, then we're just gonna have to go again.
Next.
The T-800 against the guy from Expendables.
Well, are you separating your winners and your losers?
Yeah,
but
I've got two winners, dude.
No, I have it written down.
Okay, good.
No,
'Cause
here's
I've got
here's the
two
thing.
losers. I got
Here's the
two
thing.
winners.
The Terminator is still susceptible to being beaten by
He
humans,
is.
though.
He is.
It's not a guarantee he's gonna
I
win.
understand
But
that.
a
I
guy
understand.
who's been in a total of 15 minutes of film across 3 movies is not going to beat the Terminator.
Exactly. 15 minutes of film.
It's about screen time. It's not
It's
about
about
humanity.
screen time. The Terminator will always win.
The fucker wears a Hawaiian shirt. You can't trust anybody in a Hawaiian shirt.
Good. Who is it?
Eyes to see you.
Here's the problem. Can he beat Jack Slater from Last Action Hero?
Oh God.
Oh, God. Can we just wipe our asses with both of these and just call it
I mean,
even?
they're in the Terminator bracket. So
Hey, you know what? I'd go with Running Man, fool.
Okay.
Mr. Freeze?
Oh shit!
He's from.
I think Ben Richards. My bad.
No, he has Dr.
This
Freeze.
is Mr. Freeze from
Victor Freeze.
Yeah, Victor Freeze from the Batman movies.
Yeah, he would win.
He'd beat that
I mean, he
guy.
has
Yeah.
fucking guns and shit.
Yeah.
Ray guns,
Fucking
ice
ray
guns.
Ice guns,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And Jack Slater's in a terrible movie, and
It is what it is.
Wow, Devo, you suck.
I
that's
do.
it.
You know what
I
though?
do.
Dr. Freeze actually has some shit that could hurt the Terminator. Because Terminator could be frozen.
Oh yeah, I mean that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay,
Yeah, look at
okay,
T1000.
so-
Are we throwing
hold
these
on.
back in
No,
there,
no, no,
or are we going again?
we're bracketing. We're bracketing.
Okay. We gotta
bracket them.
I have the matchups for you guys now. Okay. The next one is the Disciple of Crumb
Okay.
against Ben Richards.
Ooh. Ben Richards uses guns, man. I mean, unfortunately, if hand to hand,
And Conan.
Conan would win. I mean, honestly, I think Conan would beat all these guys.
I'm trying to put.
Honestly, I think Conan could beat the Predator.
But think about this, Lucho. Think about this. Ben Richards is in The Running Man,
okay.
right?
He has
How
no
often?
guns.
How often do they give him a weapon?
Well, actually, at the very end.
But
But that- Conan could get a gun
every
too,
time
but
he
he
had a
wouldn't use
weapon,
it.
he had to steal it.
Yeah, true.
So if you take Ben Richards, who is just a man, put him up against Conan.
Dude, you're not going to argue with me. Conan will win.
But what
this.
I'm saying is like.
Let's just say if Conan was one of the people that Ben Richards had to go against in
hand to hand. Oh, there's no.
In the movie.
Oh, there's no way.
And imagine,
Dead.
so like you think about Running Man, whenever a running, so the people, the convicts, they're the running men, right? Imagine if Ben Richards, the running man, has to be put in a Hyborian arena.
Oh, he'd be dead. I mean,
Right?
exchange buzzsaw for Conan. Ben Richards would be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay.
I would agree with that.
Okay.
I'd agree with
All right,
that.
So we're going Conan with that one.
Okay.
I agree. Ben Richards would not.
You put it in the context of the Running Man movie, he would be put in a Conan type arena, and Conan is greater than any other fucking. What do they call the heroes, or not the heroes, but the gladiators in Running Man?
Well, they're the Running Man. Oh no!
Yeah, so it's the Running Man versus the.
What are they called? The enforcers. I know what you're talking about. That's what they call the guys.
The people who are the participants.
No, not
the
participants.
participants.
They're the stars of the Running Man TV show.
Yeah.
It's like the main guys. What buzzsaw? What the hell are they called?
Gladiators?
No, they're the. Because the Running Man are the.
The Running Man.
We'll figure it out. Okay.
Anyways, yeah.
Next one. Harry Tasker versus Jericho Kane.
Harry Tasker.
Tasker, for sure.
Tasker.
Was Jericho Kane like a detective? Or
He might have been a
or
detective, but
he was a cop or
I
something?
don't know what he was. He was a cop, right?
I think he was just a guy.
Yeah, he was just some dude. Like he worked for the church.
Oh, they're called the Stalkers.
the Stalkers. Yeah. He
I
worked.
mean, he did kill Satan.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure Harry Tasker could.
All of a sudden, True Lies 2.
True
He's
Lies-
like, I gotta go kill Satan.
I gotta go, dude. Harry Tasker, fool.
yeah, for
Harry
sure.
Tasker.
Harry Tasker.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. The next one. This is a big one. This is actually one of the biggest ones on here.
All right, let's see here.
What is he? He's a Major Alan Schaefer.
Okay.
Dutch.
Dutch.
That's his name. He's
Okay.
a Major.
Okay.
Alan Schaefer is his name.
I think that's his name.
Well, because he's Dutch. Schaefer's the Dutch name.
I'm gonna double check it right now.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter. It's
Get
Dutch.
the fuck out of here.
It's Dutch.
Major Alan Schaefer. That's his Dutch.
Dutch.
Against the alter ego of Hauser.
Ooh, Douglas
Doug Quaid. Wow.
Fuck.
Shit. Fuck me in the asshole.
Jeez.
They're both killing aliens.
Yeah,
They
but
both kill aliens.
jeez, that's a tough one, man. Oh, fuck. I have to give it to Dutch, though.
He didn't have to fight all the people that fucking Quaid did, though.
No,
True,
but
But
Quaid,
his one
so-
opponent was much tougher than.
But here's the
anyone that Quaid
thing:
went against.
Quaid had to fight a bunch of just regular ass humans.
Well, Arnold.
could do that too,
no,
I
but
guess.
Dutch fought the guys that are in the.
He
that are
killed
in
that Cambodian camp.
No, not the Cambodia. They were in like Costa
Whatever,
Rica,
same
but
thing.
the Latin camp. That's where he pulls out his pulls out
knife
his
and
big
he
ass
says,
knife.
"Stick around."
He's
Right
like,
in the beginning,
he's
yeah.
stick around, you know.
So
Yeah, but before the guys were like,
Yeah,
the
where-
guys were all fucking.
where they captured the whatever the chick.
Oh yeah.
Anna. They captured Anna. So I mean, he killed a bunch of those guys too. You know, that fool had the commando M16, just fucking shooting motherfuckers, and so
and
with adept with guns, they're both pretty much equal. But I mean, Arnold he fucking killed the motherfucking Predator.
I mean, which Arnold? Oh,
I mean, Dutch. Dutch killed him with a
Arnold did
predator.
all this shit.
Quaid only killed humans.
Yeah, he only killed humans, man.
Well, one mutant.
Well, but I mean, come on.
Come on now.
That guy. I mean,
Come
that guy.
on.
There were no actual aliens in the fucking Total
No,
Recall.
there was mutants.
There were mutants.
I mean, there was alien.
So mutants are
Quato?
human Martian.
No, Quato is
hybrids, right?
no. They were mutated by the weak domes.
And so there are no
So-
actual Martians.
There's no
right?
actual Martians.
Okay.
No, they're just mutants.
Well,
So I'm gonna give it-
but the reactor is a Martian reactor.
Yeah, it's
right?
not sure. Yeah,
To the reactor.
I'm gonna give it to Dutch.
Quaid. Yeah, Dutch.
Dutch. Damn. Okay, so the next
And that was a
one-
bad match. I would like to see. I would like to see.
No, it was good. I thought it was a good.
No, but I would like to
matchup,
see like Quaid versus Tasker because they're like both super spies and stuff
Okay,
like that.
okay, but
That would have
still-
been a tough one.
Still,
It didn't happen.
Nope.
Okay, this is the last matchup of
This bracket.
of the quarterfinals.
Okay.
The T-800.
Versus Mr. Freeze. Oh man.
This is a tough one, actually. Like we were thinking the Terminator was just gonna run through everyone, but Freeze has some shit that could really fuck up the fucking Terminator, dude. Because the Terminator is susceptible to being frozen. I mean, it's a machine. It's tough. And the other thing too that you have to consider is that Dr. Freeze is actually smart as fuck.
Yeah.
Really fucking smart.
And his one-liners are probably better too. I mean, I don't.
But the only thing is that Dr. Freeze is very fragile compared to fucking the Terminator.
I
for
will
sure.
say this: if you have Dr. Freeze in his suit at full power, because obviously in the movie that he's in, he is limited by the power that he has because he has to have fucking diamonds to power the suit and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
When he's in the suit, he's pretty much invulnerable. Like he can't be beat. Batman only gets the upper hand on him because his fucking suit's low on power or some shit like that, right?
Basically.
So okay, we're starting. And then
But the
Arnold.
Terminator could withstand all that potentially, maybe.
Well,
you don't know. That's the question.
Terminator T-1000 was susceptible to severe cold.
He was.
We can only assume that a robot mechanical being is susceptible to the same
freezing
cold.
people.
Well,
completely,
I mean,
though,
they
right?
show
Yes.
they show in Terminator Salvation, they show him getting frozen. I mean, the Terminator gets
Do they?
stuck. Yeah.
When?
I just watched it the last fight. I watched it recently.
I watched it last night.
No, I watched it recently, and no, the robot gets frozen
When?
at the end of the battle, at the end of the fight of the fighting scene. He gets frozen, but he just breaks out when it gets melted.
And it's just an exoskeleton, right?
It's just an exoskeleton, yeah. So he breaks
I
out.
don't remember
Even if they were,
Oh, pulls out
Oh,
like
so you're saying,
nitrogen
like,
or something?
yeah, he pulls out the
Oh,
The
that's
skin
right,
is
that's
gone, but
right.
he'll just pull his exoskeleton out.
And the difference between the T-1000 is that if they shoot him, like the T-1000, just a bullet when he's frozen will shatter it.
Yeah, but he's
But
not
yeah,
dead.
he's not
dead, though.
No, he's not dead.
Well, he's not dead, but the thing is that he was in the metal refinery or whatever. So he thawed and then fucking glued back together.
But what I'm saying is that even after so if
That was
the
liquid nitrogen.
T-800 gets frozen, you shoot him with a pistol, nothing will happen because he's a solid skeleton.
Well,
But the difference between the T-800
but
and the T-1000.
if metal is frozen,
Yeah,
can it shatter if you break it?
it can, but I mean those are alloys that I have no idea. I'm assuming they're different from being liquid. So I don't
So
really know.
T-1000 probably can shatter from like a 9mm shot, right?
Yeah, I don't think
an actual metal exoskeleton.
I don't think it would shatter.
And whatever metal it's made from, we don't really know, do we?
I don't really know.
So assuming it's frozen, might not shatter with anything that fucking Dr. Freeze has.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. It might just freeze them, but it might not shatter them.
Like when Mr. Freeze freezes a human,
It'll kill
can
him.
die from fucking hypothermia,
Yeah.
shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Or even that, you can shatter a brittle human body and it'll just fucking shatter into pieces.
Yeah.
You shatter a metal exoskeleton that's frozen, it's probably just going to break the ice off of it.
All
Right?
that matters is the chip that's inside of its head.
Oh, it's
frozen and fucked up.
No,
That's
No.
it.
no,
No.
And if
No.
it's
Alright,
not, then
done.
eventually
There you go.
no.
that motherfucker could thaw
There's the answer.
and we'll fuck him up.
It will not damage the chip.
T-800.
Yep.
So the Terminator wins.
Done.
Terminator beats Mr. Freeze.
D-U-N-D, done.
Yep.
Okay, so the next round, this is the semifinals.
Okay. Who do we got?
Conan versus Harry Tasker.
Oh no!
It's easy, fool.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Really?
I think so. Because look at Harry Tasker. Like, how often did he use a weapon in the movie?
All the time.
Did he?
Yeah,
At the end?
all the time.
At the end with the terrorist, right?
I mean, he was just using them all the time, basically.
So,
I mean, he was on fucking horseback.
okay, well, maybe
yeah.
what?
Even like when so when they attacked him in the bathroom,
He punched people.
he punched people. I mean, I'm sure, but he had a gun. He stole the gun.
Yeah.
And he fucked people up.
He was a spy. That's
He's
what
a
they
spy.
do.
I mean,
he was.
So-
he used.
don't get me wrong.
So
if
wait,
they both
all
had, if
he was in the fucking jet, I guess. Obviously, at one point too.
Right.
But
So we have unarmed or armed Conan. Unarmed or with the sword Conan, right?
unarmed
Which
Conan.
one?
wins.
All right. So I'm asking, do we have
I don't know.
unarmed
That's
or
up to you
armed?
guys.
that's gonna be a tough. That's why it's.
And then do we have armed or unarmed Tasker? And if he's armed, what is he armed with? Is he armed with a 9mm?
he would be Conan.
So, I mean, like
So,
Conan.
like,
Conan. I don't
all
think.
right, so here we go. So
I don't think Conan would fucking block a fucking 9mm shot
he-
from fucking Tasker.
No, Tasker would kill him.
To the
I
dome.
I mean, guns
gun.
are the big equalizer.
Yeah,
with
guns-
Conan.
guns are huge
Not to mention
equalizer.
Conan, like just even seeing one go
Well,
off would
I'm
like,
just-
potentially scare him.
I mean, I'm assuming he's a barbarian, so I mean, it would scare him, but he would get over it. But a gun would kill him.
Yeah.
You know, and,
I mean, yeah,
and
he's not impervious.
unfortunately,
But I'm assuming that Tasker starts barehanded. I'm assuming that Conan starts barehanded.
So they start barehanded. Conan fucks him up, and they both find their weapons. Tasker finds a gun,
and Conan has a sword. He's fucked.
He's done.
He's done.
He brought a knife
I mean,
to a
don't get me
gunfight.
wrong. I mean, Conan would fuck up Tasker.
Yeah.
But the moment they both find their weapons,
It's over.
one finds a 9mm, the other one finds a fucking sword.
So
it's
do you
over.
think that Tasker would be able to do that though?
No,
And then- well, that's the thing is-
Well,
is-
that's the question.
No, but we're giving him that. So I'm assuming Tasker might be able to get away and get his
At
crawl,
some point.
At some point, crawl away and find his weapon. Then Conan runs off to get his sword. The moment Tasker gets that 9mm or whatever it might be,
And that's all you need, too.
He's blown.
It's
He's blown away.
9mm.
He's done. I'm giving it to Tasker, man. I love Conan.
So you agree?
It's sound.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is
Fuck, dude.
this is the very interesting semifinal matchup.
T800 versus.
Dutch.
And Devo, pass me the beer because I need to think about this. I need to think about this.
Have you never considered this before, huh?
No, I have considered it. I don't like to thinking about it, but I have considered it.
This is how Lucho goes to sleep at night.
This and masturbating.
For me, I think I know what the answer is.
Really? All right.
have my answer.
All right, don't tell us yet. Let me think about it. Let me analyze this.
say I agree with Clint.
Really?
Same page on this one. This is where Black Dad.
This is
I'm
important. This is an important one for
gonna
you.
have to go with Dutch
Okay.
with this one. Because
Plead your case.
because I think like you guys are the Terminator, although he's impervious to loss, obviously he can get killed by normal people, be whittled down by fucking Michael Biehn and some dumbass bitch that didn't know shit.
Well, actually, they caught him in like a fucking.
Well,
like
first of all,
crushed him.
They caught him.
They whittled him down.
Oh, so like just like in like upper body. and one arm,
Exactly,
Yeah.
like
because
that.
they whittled him down. Because first, they
Was
were,
that the only time that version of the Terminator was actually stopped in a movie?
I mean, the
By
one he
humans?
showed us.
By
yeah,
humans?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because you think of T2, like he was like,
Survived.
this
Well-
chip right
well,
here
first-
has to be
well, first-
destroyed.
well,
so he kills himself.
Exactly. So in
T3, he survives.
Well,
doesn't
T3,
he?
it's him. I mean, he's helping people.
Yeah.
He's helping him.
Well,
so,
he's been reprogrammed.
and in T3, he kills the TX by pulling out his like nuclear reactor and
reactor,
stuffing it in
yeah.
her fucking mouth.
Like his dick.
Yeah. And then it blows up. And then in Salvation, I mean, I guess it's like an exoskeleton.
But it's like the very, 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 very
Yeah,
first
exactly.
model.
And Sam Worthington's guy beats the other guy up.
So you know the
another
Terminator.
robot.
And he's another Terminator. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was not. It was like there was in serious peril. Like,
Yeah,
that
I
thing
mean-
was really fucking.
Well, I mean, if you guys are, I mean, I know you go see the movie, but I mean, John Connor gets his heart impaled.
yeah.
And
then-
he's got a robot heart in there.
And well, no, because Sam Worthington's heart's still a human heart. That's why you could put it in there. I mean, I just watch it, so I know what I'm saying. Yeah.
I thought it was like a Terminator heart. Or
No,
whatever,
it's
which is
no. I mean,
which is the irony of it.
his
Right?
heart is. I mean, dude, in the movie, that fool fucking Sam Worthington gets beat up by the Terminator. He pulls out like some wires and fucking defibrillates the dumbass Terminator to start him up.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember? I just watched. I was like, I don't remember this but this is stupid, and I like this film. So.
You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with you.
And,
I'm going with
hey,
Dutch,
you know what? Let's give it R.I.P. to fucking Anton, fool.
Oh yeah, Anton.
The original fucking Kyle Reese.
Yeah, it's Anton Yedlin.
Yetlin,
Yeah,
yeah.
that fool.
Star Trek.
Yelchin?
fool.
Yelchin. Yeah.
God
Hey,
damn.
rest in peace, fool.
That's unfortunate.
I know. The reason why I do
I
it.
picked Dutch just for this is my reason why I picked Dutch is because Dutch is shown in Predator that granted he's Arnold, he has all this power and he's fucking strong and he's a badass, right? Obviously, it's all the training and everything. But I think the thing that gets him over the Terminator is the resourcefulness.
Yeah, that's
and
what
I
I'm
think
gonna say,
that
yeah.
I don't know how he would beat the Terminator. I just have confidence that he would find a way.
He would find
He
that,
would find
and-
a way that we're not thinking of because we're not fucking him.
That's the key word. He would find a way.
Well, it's like Michael Bean's character, right? Michael Bean's character found a way to not beat him, but at least keep him at bay. And Dutch,
alive.
But here's the
Dutch
thing.
is so much better than Michael Bean's character.
Michael Bean probably knew what it would take to stop a Predator, or not, sorry, a Terminator.
yeah. And Arnold had no idea what to stop
and
Predator.
maybe they didn't have it in the future. But you go back in 1982 or 81, and he probably found something that could stop him or slow him down or whatever, right? And you figured fucking Dutch would probably have a better sense of that being Dutch. And, he figured out how to camouflage himself. And
I know you.
And Dutch did say when they found blood on, he's all, if it bleeds, we
It
can
dies.
kill it.
The thing, the thing for me too is that like if you look at the Predator, I mean we don't know that Predator's history, but the Predators have been like they're born to fucking hunt. They're born to fucking engage in combat and like way more adept than even Dutch would ever be in his life, ever could imagine to be, and yet he still defeated it. And not to mention beyond that, the Predator. And I know you can't do this type of math, but the Predators, the Predators have defeated aliens. They defeated Terminators before in like other comics and stuff like that. And if he could defeat the Predator, then he could obviously defeat these other creatures, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, Terminators and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. In the Battle Royale Tournament of Characters.
with cheese.
Yes, the Battle Royale with cheese. Tournament of Arnold characters. We have reached the finals. Let's recap what happened. First round, the quarterfinals. Conan versus Gordy. Conan was victorious.
Fucked him in the asshole. You what? You're right. We hear
Detective John.
That just makes me hot thinking of fucking people in the asshole.
I did not. I mean, Arnold fucked Arnold in the ass. That's interesting. Detective John Kimball versus Ben Richards. Ben Richards was victorious.
Okay.
Harry Tasker versus Victor Mannheim. Tasker was victorious.
Yeah.
Jericho Kane versus Sheriff Owens. Kane was victorious.
Well, he beat Satan.
John Matrix. That's the guy's name.
John Matrix, yes.
John Matrix versus Alan Schaefer. Dutch was victorious. John Kruger. Why is he got like John every fucking other movie? His name is John.
Because he's John, every white
just
man,
John.
that's why.
Yep.
Against Douglas Quaid, of course. Douglas
Quaid.
Quaid.
And then Mouser from Expendables versus the T-800. The T-800.
Easy.
Easy as
Dr.
stupid.
Freeze versus Debo's favorite, Jack Slater. And it was Dr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze.
Well, he's Doctor.
Mr. Freeze, whatever.
All right, fine.
Okay. Second round was
Get the shit
Conan
right.
versus Ben Richards. We gave it to Conan. Then it was Tasker versus Kane. We gave it to Tasker. Dutch versus Quaid. We gave it to Dutch. And the Terminator versus Freeze. We gave it to Terminator. In the semis, it was Conan versus Tasker. Tasker got the victory. And then Dutch
Sadly.
versus the Terminator. And we just said Dutch got the victory. And in the finals, we have Harry Tasker versus Dutch.
Oh,
easy,
man.
easy,
Dutch.
easy. Yep, Dutch.
Yeah.
I think it's like this is one of the ones we don't really have to. I mean,
Yeah, I gotta go with the
Tasker is awesome, but he's just he doesn't know anything.
Well,
about
no.
My number one Arnie movie is Predator.
No, I mean,
The number
Dutch
one Arnie character.
is Tasker, but Dutch killed the Predator and Tasker didn't.
Yep.
Could Dutch do everything that fucking Tasker did? Fuck yeah, he
Obviously.
could.
I don't know if he can do.
Can Tasker beat the Predator? No.
I'll tell you what Dutch wouldn't do.
What's that?
Is that bullshit?
Fuck
in the
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, that bullshit in the hotel.
Pull
I'll tell you
down.
what-
Oh,
I'll tell you
yeah.
what else Dutch wouldn't do?
Unzip your dress.
Get married.
Oh, that's true.
He got married to the fucking life in the jungle.
That's fucking
is what
right,
he
dude.
did.
And honestly, in Predator 2, if you guys know this is actually true, he was actually supposed to be in the film.
Yep. Yeah.
But he couldn't get away from the filming of Terminator 2.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was Terminator 2. So
They show a little screen cap of him.
yeah. So he couldn't get away. So they're like, well, we got to put someone else in there.
My boy Danny Glover.
No. He wasn't Danny Glover's character. He was
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey's character. He was supposed to be the
one
intelligence
running the-
agents.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's who he was
Yes.
supposed to be. Not Danny Glover. Danny Glover was always supposed to be the hero.
Yes.
But he was Gary Busey's
Another
character.
fucking Bill Paxton film.
Great Bill Paxton film. He did a great job in that movie. I love Bill Paxton. He made recipes.
That fool fucking throws a golf ball at the fucking Predator. That's all he had left. He emptied his clip. All he had was his fucking lucky golf ball.
Good.
Tossed it.
Tossed
fucking
it.
Predator swit.
No, he tossed the golf ball,
Done.
and then he picked up one of the gang members' knives. He's all, let's go at it, man.
Hey,
And
man,
it's
hey.
boom.
He went out in
Game
a fucking
over,
blaze of
man.
fury.
Game over.
Fucking game over.
Blaze of Fury, dude.
Oh.
And he got
man.
killed by the Predator, by the Terminator 2.
Yep.
The fool got killed by the Terminator. He got killed by the Predator. He got killed by aliens.
He had an illustrious
Career, dude. He had a great career, man. May rest in peace, like I said.
Okay, so now that we've determined that Dutch is the champion of Arnold movies,
I agree. I have
That's
to agree.
crazy.
I have to agree.
actually have a real serious question for you guys. Do you guys think that Arnold is a good actor?
No.
No, I don't think. I don't think he's a good actor. That he has the chops that he possibly could. I mean, we got to look at what. I mean, you obviously saw another movie that he was actually just a thespian. He was acting in, and you liked that. But I mean, the only movie I ever seen that he did
an actor.
was Junior.
That
Not Junior. Twins.
That was on Devo's list.
He did a good job in that, and true. They
Who's
did,
in junior with him? Billy Crystal?
Danny DeVito.
no Junior.
Oh,
the one we got pregnant.
Was that Billy Crystal?
I think it was Billy Crystal. Look it up, yeah. But I mean, I guess he did a good job. I mean, that's not a bad movie. I think between the two comedies, I think Twins was much better, partially because Danny DeVito was in it.
Yeah,
and he did a great job in it.
That's what I
Yeah.
was saying earlier.
Danny DeVito was also in Junior.
Was he really?
Yep.
Was he the main doctor in
But
junior?
because there was a female doctor.
He's the main
too.
guy?
Emma Thompson's the other one.
know
Emma
Emma
Thompson and
Thompson.
Danny
Oh, shit.
DeVito.
Wow.
Oh, snap.
So Arnold
It's a
apparently
fucking preposterous film,
Arnold
by the way.
apparently tied his comedic career to fucking Danny
And I
DeVito.
guess whoever wrote Twins was a better writer because that's definitely a better movie. If you want to watch comedic Arnold, well, either watch Pumping
it's a-
Iron or watch
Pumping Iron. Let's just watch Pumping Iron.
or watch Twins. But as an actor, I mean, he's kind of bad. Honestly, I mean, I love the guy,
Yeah.
but I mean, as
But I mean,
on
it's just
film,
like
my Joe,
Keanu,
I don't give a damn about it.
What is-
Keanu,
all
there's
right.
something to be said for maybe you're not like the greatest, you're not Denzel or you're not fucking whoever, but like you're picking the roles that are good for what you have the skills to do.
Jeez, but
Like
I think
But you think he's done that?
But I think Keanu's
like
Keanu's a better actor than Arnold.
I mean, but that people
Yes,
consider him a
obviously.
bad actor.
But but
Arnold.
but Keanu is American. Keanu speaks
No, he's not.
English
He's
very
Canadian.
You're just fucking
same
fucking
thing,
splitting
right?
hairs here, fool.
Yeah,
What? He's Canadian.
It's tomato at that point, right?
Wow. Hey,
It's different from
Steve-O, coming
from
from a hockey player. Wow.
Canadian versus American is different from American and Austrian.
Yeah,
With a
that's
thick ass
true.
accent.
So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that you've got somebody who speaks a native tongue, who has grown up in a country that has very similar tastes to America, to where like he is a very cardboard actor and he chooses the roles that best suit him. Now you have Arnold who does the same thing, but is that because he's actually choosing the best roles to him? Excuse me. Or is he limited by his command of the English language? Now we look at what's his best like actual acting thespian
Well,
role.
you said you've seen it. I had never seen this movie.
I
What was
really
it?
like him in Aftermath. I thought he
There,
was
there
good,
you go.
but-
So and he's
You
saying
know,
he
and
was
we-
an
and
actor
we
in the
haven't
movie.
seen
I haven't
that.
seen it.
So,
So I
like-
mean,
like
but that's one out of How many have we seen?
And maybe this can segue into our next topic, but like you look at
okay,
like,
so if you don't think he's a good actor, do you honestly think he's a bad actor?
No.
I don't think he's a bad actor. I mean, he's not a good one.
You
he's
look
not
at the
a bad
role,
one.
look at the roles he's in. Whether he chose the roles because of his ability or because he actually liked what it was going on, but everything he's been in, whether it's a crappy movie like you guys say Last Action Hero is or whatever, he excels in the roles that he's in.
You know who's a bad actor? And that had the same build and could possibly been filled his role? No, Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's a terrible actor.
Yes.
He is a fucking terrible actor. He is a terrible actor.
Especially compared to Arnold.
Compared to Arnold, he's a fucking theater actor doing fucking Shakespeare.
Now you look at The Rock. Completely different story.
Rock's a different story. Great. Rock's a great actor.
Because he's a great person.
Yeah.
He's a great character.
Well, he's a great actor. I mean, you put him in a serious role, I'm sure he'd do great. I mean, I don't know if you want.
So here's the thing. I think that there's like something to be said. So I want to ask you guys. A lot of the criticism that you'll get about certain actors, like especially ones that are like get like considered not good actors, or like it's debatable whether they are good actors, such as your favorite like Nicolas Cage, such as Keanu, such as Kevin Costner. These are actors who are just them. Right, they're just them. In every movie they're in, they're just them. Yep. And like a lot of it is like, have you heard any of those guys do accents? They're terrible at it. And if they try, it makes it even worse.
Okay.
So the interesting thing is that Arnold never lost his accent. Like he was never able to just talk like an American.
Right.
And even like I would say it's interesting because like Jason Statham tried to talk like an American.
That was terrible, by the way.
And he wasn't good at it, so he just gave it up and just is like just Jason Statham now, right?
Yep.
Do you think that like contributed a lot to like hindering his career, or like obviously it accentuated it, like especially in movies like Terminator, where like he has this deadpan and it like suits the character, like and so forth, but. I mean, do you consider that the big reason why people don't consider him a good actor, because he didn't able to change his voice?
I don't think so, because you look at his early career, and even though he's not doing like super dramatic roles, he's not doing anything like really like crazy outside of like action stuff, like he's still doing really good films.
Well, I think the whole thing it comes down to is that, I mean, when is it ever like an action movie besides Gladiator wins a fucking an Oscar?
And he's not doing like Leo roles,
and he's not
like a
Leo
really in an action.
Well, I mean, I know it's a timepiece. I understand that,
but he's not doing like a Leonardo DiCaprio. Where
I didn't say he was going to win an Academy Award.
Well, I mean,
but still, like he's not.
That's who they consider
he's
good.
not
He's
an
like
actor.
Like Denzel. Denzel can do both. Denzel can do both. He's an actor and he can do action films if he really wanted to.
Denzel is like, all right. So Denzel is the pinnacle of male acting.
Yeah, he's a great actor. I mean,
there's some guys out there that could be right there though.
Like so, like maybe like Daniel Day-Lewis is like number one, but Denzel's number two. Anybody like everybody else is under Denzel. I don't think there's anybody better than Denzel.
Look at Samuel L. Jackson. He did action films and he can act too.
But I don't think people consider him even like a Academy Award.
No.
But you look at the roles that he takes.
Is he a better actor than Arnold? Fuck yeah, he is.
But I can't remember the guy's name from fucking the Shoshana. What's the fucking guy from Glorious Bastards? What's his name?
Wait, which one?
The colonel, the Nazi.
Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, I mean he's there.
No, Christoph Waltz is awesome.
He's amazing.
That's what I'm saying.
But he's an actor. He's an actor though.
Yeah,
with Denzel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris. Well,
and I would say that.
I don't think he can be an action star though.
Christoph Waltz, better actor than Arnold.
Oh,
I mean,
no,
of course, obviously.
But I'm saying is that
there's guys up there.
No, I'm saying is that
there's different types of actors.
You got to find that mix of where you can be an actor and you can be an action star both together. Denzel found a good mix.
And let's also look at the time too.
Don't get me wrong, he's never gonna do an action film like Arnold does or like Wesley Snipes does, but. Could he do a higher action?
Eli?
He did. I mean, he did.
There was this movie where he was like going back in time where he saw the future. That was a great film. I was just watching it. It's a good action film.
That is a good fucking movie.
I don't remember what it was called, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
they get in the fucking the little pod.
Yeah, that thing. I was just watching. I'm like, what the fuck is this movie?
It's a good movie.
I was like, what the fuck is this movie? And I was watching. I'm like, damn, this is a good fucking action film.
I mean, it's Denzel though. He's made a lot of good movies.
Exactly. So So
Denzel's I'm telling you got Daniel Day-Lewis number 1, Denzel Washington number 2,
and I think
it's hard to fucking disagree.
and you can swap either one and it's fine.
And you can put like Brad Pitt in that film too, because I mean Brad Pitt's a good actor. And
I think he's not considered on the same level.
No, it's Denzel. I mean,
Brad
obviously,
Pitt's not an action star though.
No, he's not an action star. I mean, but they've done the same type of movies.
Tom Cruise
though.
more of an action star than
Yes.
Brad
But
Pitt.
I honestly, I don't particularly care too much for Tom Cruise.
not,
I don't think he's that great of an actor.
Tom Cruise top 10? Tom Cruise top 10?
Top actors?
Actors?
Action.
Action?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
No.
That's
Action? Oh, action.
He's done some good action movies,
He has done some
dude.
good action movies.
Yeah, he has, but
They've been
Is he-
atypical
is he
action
top
movies,
I don't
though.
think people consider him an action actor, but he's done a lot of good
Mission
action
Impossible.
movies.
Every
I know.
Mission Impossible
They're
is
fucking dope, too.
good.
They're espionage movies. I'll put those in
You
espionage.
said Edge of Tomorrow
It's
was
fucking
great.
amazing.
Edge of
you know?
Tomorrow's
I
great.
mean, he's done some 80 ones in the 80s and shit. Too.
Fuck, I'm sure he's done a lot more.
He's
action
done
stuff.
quite a few. And then so
Top Gun.
let's finish. Jesus.
Yeah,
Let's
but
finish
the
this
star
off
for my
with let's finish this off by saying like, okay, we've already established that Arnold's considered the greatest action star of all time, and we mentioned some of the guys that are in the top, the top 4, top 5. I think Keanu deserves now after like John Wick, especially considering the body of work. It's dating all the way back to Speed. He should be considered among those guys. If people
action films.
Point
Yeah,
Break.
action-
Matrix,
Oh, yeah, no,
all the
they-
Matrix
I mean,
movies.
if people
No,
consider Liam Neeson up there because he did a bunch of action movies like later in his career. He's still doing them. Then you gotta
Taken.
consider Keanu.
Darkman.
No, I like it. I always liked him as an action
but-
guy.
Oh, yeah, Keanu was one of my top.
But like
top
Arnold
10
was
maybe.
Arnold like one of those guys that like defined the genre.
Yeah, it was prolific.
Yes.
Like he made a lot of them. That's what he did. And every movie that people went to go
They
see the
were
movie because
successful.
Arnold was in it.
Yes.
Like I don't care what the story is. I'm just gonna. It's Arnold.
And I mentioned it earlier, like brought up Jean-Claude Van Damme, right? Jean-Claude Van Damme, well-known name. Everybody knows Jean-Claude Van Damme, but you look at the early movies that, like, probably around the same time that Arnold was coming up. Like, Arnold is A-lister, Jean-Claude was B-lister.
Yeah.
Like, Seagal
But
and so
Jean-Claude
forth.
was
Those are the
doing
guys.
like all B like action movies. So like he could have been an action star, but there was just something about Jean-Claude that didn't have the same attraction that Arnold had.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Arnold was the atypical guy. He was.
But he's Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, I mean, he was this guy that was like a statue of a Greek god.
I mean, the other thing too is that
Yeah.
he
He
never
loves
really
to
had
come,
the
too.
Conan role.
Yeah.
Jean-Claude. I mean, the Conan role, the Terminator. These are like fucking.
Oh,
iconic.
yeah, they're-
actually,
they're-
yeah.
That's
good
how
point.
this will propels you. This
and
boredom.
that's the problem. I mean, like when John Claude was coming up, I mean, he had his martial arts, and I mean, Bloodsport was great. Kickboxers, they're both great movies.
But he was doing kickboxer, he was
Yeah.
doing
And then-
Bloodsport,
and
he
then-
was doing this, he
and
was
when he-
doing that. They
when
were
he-
all like
when he
Double
tr-
Trouble or
and-
whatever it was called.
No, and when he tried to do his cyborg form, which was Universal, not cyborg. I'm not saying cyborg,
cyborg.
but
Yes.
Universal Soldier was more well known one. It was a more
Yeah.
mainstream one.
Yeah.
And he was like he had no emotions. He pretty much was a
Arnold,
Terminator with martial arts skills, pretty much.
Yeah.
With Ivan Drago as his enemy.
I mean, it's a good film.
Fucking Dolph.
It's a great film, but people might have thought that they were biting off of Terminator, and maybe that was a stigma that he held. So I agree with you at that point. And I mean, Arnold was at the beginning. Arnold and Sly were at the beginning of these action films. You know, Bruce Willis came up a little bit later, just because Bruce Willis is awesome. I mean, I love Bruce Willis. I mean, I don't really like him as a human
Bruce
being,
Willis
but he's-
ventured like farther away from action more often than those. Two
I mean,
guys.
don't get me wrong. I think
Yes.
Bruce Willis is actually an actor. I mean, there's been roles where I've seen him in films where he's actually not playing a action hero. He's just a
Yes.
normal dude.
Dude, yeah.
And he actually does a good fucking job.
No, he's amazing.
yeah. So
So this
But do you guys think that? So we've established this, but like, who do you think? Who do you think's out there right now that you think has sort of taken the mantle to be like? They're gonna say, oh, who's the next Michael Jordan? Who's the next Wayne Gretzky? Who's like the next Roger Federer? Who's the next Tiger Woods? Who's the next Arnold? They've been talking about this. They have been talking about this for years, decades. And people have always said like, oh, it's gonna be this guy. It's gonna be that guy. It's gonna be this guy. And I don't know if you can really sort of replicate what Arnold did. It's just maybe not possible nowadays.
Exactly.
But
The movies
who
are
do you
different now. It's a
but
problem.
who do
I
you
don't-
think? Because like the genre isn't as like cut and dry as it used to be. It's more like it's more hybrids now.
I have my choice.
Who do you guys think has taken the mantle?
I don't know, dude. I mean,
I think that there's some actors out there that could have, but see, the thing is now guys don't do action movies so exclusively like Arnold did.
Yeah.
To really get to that level.
Yeah.
so
I think there's one actor that has those movies might not have been as big as the movies that Arnold has done, like a Terminator and
I think I know who you're
stuff like
talking
that.
about.
And that person is Jason Statham.
Oh,
But he had a stretch where he was only
But
doing.
you look
But that was
at so you look at Arnold.
No, I agree with you, but we're talking about now. I mean, like I would have agreed with you. It was like back in like 2008, maybe.
no, we're
No, but even now-
he's getting too old now. There's no way.
I get that. But I'm
Right,
saying,
but
like,
coming up, like who's who, like
Cal's
like,
fucking 50.
So all right,
Yeah,
so,
but that's why I like Keanu right now, but I don't think he's gonna
we
continue
haven't
on
touched
with that.
upon the pre-governor, post-governor
Oh, sorry,
stuff.
let's start with that, 'cause
Well,
then-
no, but we can. This will segue into it. Like, so you look at Arnold became governor in 2003. Pre-governor stuff. I have all the movies here. Let's look at pre-governor stuff. And starting at the very beginning, you got Conan the Barbarian, Terminator, Conan the Destroyer, Commando, Red Sonja, Raw Deal, Running Man, Predator, Twins, Red Heat, Kindergarten Cop, Total Recall, Terminator 2,
Christ.
Terminator 2 the arcade game, Last Action Hero, Junior, True Lies, Jingle All the Way, Garbage, Eraser, T2 the 3D Battle Across Time from Universal Studios, Batman Robin, End of Days, The Sixth Day, and Collateral Damage.
Yeah.
Then he becomes the Governor. Then what happens? Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, The Rundown, Around the World in 80 Days, The Kid and I, The Expendables, cameo. Expendables 2, cameo. Escape
A lot of those
Plan,
were cameos, but-
Last Stand. Expendables 3 had a bigger role. Family Guy, The Quest for Stuff, the video game.
Well, he's the voice.
Sabotage, Terminator Genesis, Maggie, 2.5 Men. He was on an episode apparently. Killing Gunther and Aftermath. Like, the stuff he's done after he was a governor is not as prolific as the stuff he did before.
Well, because I think the genre has kind of died down.
But not all of their action movies, though. A lot of those are not action movies.
No, that's what.
after the governor.
No,
Yeah.
I know, because
Correct.
I think because the genre has died down a bit. To be
No,
honest,
I mean,
I think he's
I
older.
think-
He's
well,
just not interested in doing those kind of movies all the time.
I think it's more that.
Well,
I
I mean,
think it's well. You look at
what's the genre? What action movies? I mean, other than
Dude, fucking every fucking Fast and Furious movie is an action movie nowadays.
It is.
You know,
I guess.
And it's not like there aren't action movies. Like it's
Vin Diesel's an action star.
But people go watch
So the-
action movie
but
for
the-
like the cars, not like Arnold.
No,
or
they
like,
don't-
but that's
not
the
like cars anymore.
okay,
Those are spy films.
So here's the thing. Maybe you're
don't
partially
think that's-
correct. Like there aren't like pure action movies, but action movies nowadays they're like comic book movies. They're like
I
race
don't
car
call it
movies.
comic book movie. Comic is not an action movie. It's a comic movie.
No, it's an action movie.
It's not an action movie. It's not an action movie. It's not.
There's nothing comic about it.
But it's a comic book movie, and like if
But
you,
that's only because you know it's a comic book movie. But
Hey,
if you didn't know it was a
but
comic book,
I would
it's
say
an action movie.
Hugh
movie.
Jackman is an action star because he's doing action films based on comic books.
Yes,
That's the thing.
no, no,
they're action adventure movies.
They're not.
If not, they're sci-fi. Like Thor was probably a sci-fi adventure.
And I would say that was more of an action movie than an adventure sci-fi movie.
The last action movie I saw was fucking the John Wick movies, dude. I'm telling you, this.
I mean, that's
'Cause that's
traditional, but that's what I'm telling you,
pure.
everything's a hybrid now. You don't get the pure action because people don't. Those are B movies. Pure action movies are B
And that's
movies
what I'm
now.
saying is like what you're saying is partially correct, but for the most part, there's still action movies.
yes,
But they're not like your typical 80s action movies anymore.
Which is why
know.
I'm trying to get to the point of like, we can all agree that the person who should have taken over the Arnold mantle is The Rock. He had the size.
Yes.
He has the look. The ladies love him more than they ever loved Arnold. He's like literally, he could be the president for fuck's sake.
Which he could be.
But the thing is that because of the way that the industry is now, he just doesn't have the opportunity to do these just straight action movies.
Well, I mean,
And I think it's less of that.
He's an action. He plays the action star. But these aren't like pure action.
Well,
movies.
let's be fair. When they gave him the chance, I mean, the writing might have been bad, but the Scorpion King, that's a terrible
yeah,
movie.
but that was his
Yes.
first movie.
well, it's not his first movie,
well,
but it was.
he was in like Mummy
like-
3
That's what I'm saying.
or
Like
2 or whatever.
that was his
as
first
a
chance to
Scorpion
even
King.
act in a movie.
Well,
But
I mean,
it's not even
that's
that.
a terrible
But
film.
you
yeah,
look
but
at
you're gonna shit on him because he made that one movie.
No,
He made a bunch of other good
and
movies.
like I said, and that might have been a lot of writing, but his action films are good. I like The Rundown. I
Yeah.
like those other.
Okay,
those,
so then why'd
Yeah.
you bring up
Those-
that Scorpion King?
But here's the
we're
thing:
talking
is
about fantasy.
You look
I mean,
at The
that
Rock,
was terrible.
but look
No,
at The
we're
Rock.
talking about action.
Whoa! Pop break. Hold on. The Rock doesn't choose just action movies. He chooses other movies because he's trying like Southbound Tales or whatever that Southland Tales.
Yeah.
Like I like the movie, but it's
The Tooth
not a
Fairy?
good movie. The Tooth.
It was a
Fairy.
good movie, dude.
It's the Tooth. Nothing but the Truth. But whatever. But he
good
does.
movie.
So,
Right.
but he. No, it's not a good movie. Clint. Shut up. It's
For little kids, it is.
It's garbage.
It's a terrible movie.
But he does stuff like that because it's getting him the acting chops, right?
Yeah. He did get better.
So here's the thing:
That's for sure.
is you look at
At least he got better.
You look at Arnold. He was taking on roles because he liked the roles, and those roles were good for him, and they fucking propelled him. The Rock tried to do something, and this is just from the outside looking in, tried to do something similar, but the roles just weren't as good as what Arnold had. You've got the Tooth Fairy bullshit. You've got the fucking... he's doing Southland Tales and
Well,
stuff.
I think
But The Rock also chooses stuff that's not just pure action. Now you look at The Rock, and he's doing action comedy stuff. Look at the Jumanji. Look at the fucking Rampage.
It has a wider.
Look at
Yeah, but he did
the
some stuff that aren't
rundown.
action comedies though.
Like
Like what's the Earthquake one? That's not a comedy at all. It's fucking serious.
Earthquake movie.
With the San Andreas. It made a shitload of money. It wasn't even that good.
Did
but
it?
Fuck yeah, it made
That
a
was
lot of money.
Terrible film.
Never saw it.
It made a lot of fucking money. Trust me.
Because The Rock was in it. It was a terrible film though.
I didn't say it was good. I'm just saying it
I know,
made a lot of money.
I did.
It's not like all Arnold's movies are fucking good.
But I mean, like I would rather
at
watch.
Kindergarten Cop.
I would watch Kindergarten Cop over his head.
Look at Last Action Hero.
That's one of his best ones, in my opinion.
But I think The Rock,
watch-
like
I'd
if you
watch-
look,
So if it's not The Rock,
you
then
look at
who has taken the
I was
mantle?
gonna say you look at Arnold. The one person that could take over from that like stereotypical like look and the acting chops, you got The Rock, who's a way more charismatic person, but for whatever reason, he just hasn't, for lack of a better term, grabbed the brass ring. Jason Statham, in my personal opinion, has been more consistent with his roles.
No, I agree.
Just
He
like
hasn't done
Arnold
it in
has-
a while lately.
Yeah.
It seems like.
What was his last movie?
I don't know. That's the problem.
Probably Expendables 3.
Fuck. It's sad.
It's sad. I love Jason Statham. He was
You know?
He's a great action actor.
And,
film.
and that's another thing is Jason obviously can do comedic roles like he did in fucking Snatch. Because
Yeah.
he was not an action star in that movie.
No, he didn't do any action.
But he in his most American roles, it's all action.
Yeah.
It's all pure action.
yeah.
The Fast and the Furious, the Cranks.
How do you
Craig
guys
is-
feel about Wahlberg? He's not an action
Not an
star.
action
He did-
star.
Okay. He's done a lot of action
Why? Because
movies.
he does fucking Transformers.
No, he did like Shooter and some other movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I don't consider he is not in my top like pantheon of action stars.
So who do you guys have there right now?
You know,
Now,
for me, Jason Statham. I put The Rock in there.
Liam Neeson? Keanu?
Keanu for me personally. 'Cause
Keanu's in there for
The
me.
Matrix, fucking all the John Wicks.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, The Matrix is gonna be like what, almost 20 years old now.
Dude,
Oh,
It's
the first
over.
Matrix came out when we graduated.
Yeah, it is 20
yeah,
years old,
he's
isn't it?
almost he's gonna be 20 years old. So now,
Who do you think's taking the mantle? Who could?
I don't think any. I mean, there's
It
people.
just won't happen. It's
there's
just not going to happen.
There's
ever
people
again.
that could, but I don't think.
I mean, there are so many people that we would love.
I
to
mean,
give it
I'd
to.
love to see
a Ryan Reynolds.
Hemsworth?
Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, I mean, if Hemsworth could, I think Ryan
Hemsworth.
Reynolds could. Ryan Reynolds could be like an Eddie Murphy type action star, so like that action comedy type thing, right?
Yeah.
But they just have to write a good story for him.
Well, Deadpool.
Deadpool, but it's a
mean,
comic.
Yeah, but
story.
look at all the
Yeah, but
like,
that's action
rom-com
nowadays.
bullshit that he's.
Yeah, and he's done a lot of rom-com. I mean, but Eddie Murphy did a lot of that stuff too. So I mean, that's fine.
He did Dave that Arnold was in.
But strictly action. I mean, I guess the Hemsworth could do it. I mean, but Chris
Hemsworth. He said.
Chris Hemsworth,
King Crimson.
King Crimson. Fuck, I don't know.
I just don't think the industry is the same.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
People aren't looking for formulaic things like that anymore.
Exactly, and the formula now is the comic book movie.
That's
you know?
what the action movie
Yeah.
is.
That's the
Who
thing.
do you think is the biggest comic book movie star?
Ooh. Hugh.
Fuck, that might be true.
I think Hugh Jackman.
Hugh
But
Jackman.
the funny thing is, he doesn't do any other action movies other than fucking Wolverine.
Yeah.
He does like musicals and shit.
Yeah. Hugh Jackman probably because
You
he's
think Hugh
the
Jackman-
problem. The problem is he's been doing it since
There was a
fucking
point when he
99.
tried.
Over Chris Evans?
There's a point he tried. So like, well, Swordfish.
Swordfish is an action movie.
He tried it. He tried.
Well, Swordfish is. I I don't particularly hate the movie, but it's not a good movie.
And honestly, the best part of that movie is Halle Berry getting naked.
Yeah.
I kind of have to disagree with that one.
No, I love her. I love her.
Best? I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna finish it off with this.
All right.
If you could insert Arnold into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, what character?
Colossus.
Oh,
Yeah, because they could like CG him, I suppose.
but I mean Arnold now. Old Arnold. What character would you like him to be? Because I'd like to see it.
Here's the problem. We are familiar with Marvel from like late 90s and
Like
before.
or 80s and 90s. That's what I'm familiar
And
with.
there's
I'm not really.
so much that has changed since then. So like when we say Colossus, like we're thinking of Colossus like a middle-aged Colossus, you know, like better than Daniel Cudmore or fucking the guy from the Deadpool movie who did a really good job, but there's a do you remember Wizard Magazine?
Oh, of course.
There was an episode or an issue where they had or every month they would do if we made a movie of this series.
Yeah, I know.
Like who it was. They did an X-Men.
I thought that they had like Arnold as Cable.
No, they didn't have Cable on that one, I don't think. But they had Patrick Stewart as Professor X, which ironically worked out.
Yep.
They had Dolph Lundgren as Colossus. They
He's so
had
small
fuck, who do they have as Wolverine? I don't even remember. It was I think they had Mel Gibson as Wolverine because he was Australian. And at
Actually,
that point,
wouldn't be bad actually.
Yeah,
Back then when he was shredded,
Yeah, that wouldn't have been bad at
he would have
Wolverine
been
at all.
good.
fuck, who else? And like I don't even. I have to go back and look at it. But like, the fact was like, Dolph Lundgren was the Russian character, and so like
He's not even Russian at all.
he's not even
actually.
Russian because he had Ivan Drago, right?
Well, I mean, I think
If he dies,
But I think Arnold circa, what Raw Deal and Red Heat
yeah,
would have been a better Colossus than
he should have
Dolph.
been Zangief, fool.
Well, I mean, obviously should have been Zangief. Of course he could have been great, but he was too old by the
Dude,
time.
imagine that Zangief, Arnold, and fucking Jean-Claude.
fuck.
Oh, the guy they played, chose to play Zangief actually did a pretty good job.
No,
Actually,
he did really
He actually
good.
did look like Zangief.
Like he did
Because-
really good. Like
yeah.
honestly, like everybody they had in those roles did really well.
Except for the Hawaiian E Honda.
Yes,
I didn't know
he was
that.
probably the worst.
Yeah, and the guy that played DJ, because that was stupid.
Well,
French guy.
like he would like so like. Well, here's the thing, like DJ's
Dude, Arnold's supposed to be this all-American guy, and this fool's fucking Austrian, for fuck's sake, so I gave him a pass.
and it wasn't that bad as Kyle.
No.
But like Raul Julia as M. Bison, like that should not have worked. But he
was, like,
pulled
Thai-
dude. Hey,
Thai as fuck.
hey, he pulled it off.
Yeah.
he pulled it off.
But he's Raul Julia. I mean,
fucking
he's one of the
Raul.
greatest
Fucking
actors
Ming
ever.
Na is Chun Li.
Nah,
She pulled it off.
she's fucking my
You know,
Chun-Li,
like,
fool. I love
like
Ming Na.
Ken and Ryu, like just
sexy.
like random no name actors pulled it off.
Yeah.
You know, like I think they did a really good job of everybody they chose for this film. Like that
Fucking
role.
Kylie Minogue is fucking sexy
as Cammy.
Yeah.
Kylie Minogue as Cammy. Like what the hell? But like the movie just wasn't that good of a movie.
No, I mean,
like some
it's-
random guy
it's
spray
not-
painted green was.
It's not the
fucking
worst
Blanca.
game movie, but it's definitely not the best gaming movie.
I think the worst part of that was actually Blanca.
Yeah. So where are we getting at this? Anyways?
I have no idea.
It's like,
Oh, I was trying to insert fucking Arnold into Street Fighter
oh, that's right.
as Zangief.
No, that's true. Okay. I think we've gone off.
We're done. I think
Yeah.
we're done. We're done. This shit's we're D-U-N-D done.